Hey everyone, so this will be a real world speed test here between the iPad Pro with the M2 processor. One I have here is the 12.9 inch versus the newest, which is actually from last year, 2021, Amazon Fire HD10 Plus. They have yet to release a 2022, which will probably be more like a 2023 at this point. But this is the HD10 Plus, so it gives you an extra gigabyte RAM over the normal HD10. So let's get on into, this is the base version, actually the base version of both of these, which means it's the cheapest version you can get into either of these two, with this being the 12.9, not the 11. So yeah, let's get on into this. 12.9 inch, 10.1 inch. Go into, we'll use Safari, we'll use Silk browser for our internet speed test. We'll also check out the speakers, and we'll also go into a few other apps here and see how they do on speed and performance. Neither have been cleared other histories. Not going to do it this time. That adds to the real world speed test. Since you do not clear out your history every time you get off of your internet browser, unless you're looking up stuff you do not want other people to see you looking up. With that said, the iPad is basically instant here. Going to bestbuy.com, we'll notice that budget tablets, more budget-friendly tablets will struggle a bit with this website, especially if you do clear your history. It'll take them even longer to go into them, but this actually isn't too bad, all things considering their price. Again, especially considering the price difference here. You can get a whole bunch of these for the price of one of these. Alright, so there's still a whole bunch of sales going on. Like the Fitbit Sense still down 150. The Maze Fit still on sale. Whole bunch of good stuff still on sale here. So let's go ahead. We'll hit. You will notice too, this being a bigger screen, you see a lot more. Oh, actually, you can actually see more on this one, but this one is a lot bigger. It's kind of weird. But that's probably more Apple versus Fire OS, or iOS versus Fire OS. So again, this is almost instant. I mean, it is so fast. But this really is not bad though. For $180, to me, it's one of the better tablets you can buy for less than $200. Get on sale for Black Friday. It was down to like $105. Went out here to see all this other stuff people bought, what you can buy together, all these other little things down here. So we're still loading in. So again, iPad is going to win pretty much every aspect of this video, as one would expect. I'd be kind of sad if it didn't. See how much more it cost. All right, let's go on to, let's hit this one. So we'll change this up a bit. Then we'll click on the picture. Once it loads in here, and of course this is, again, basically instant. About as close to it as you're gonna get. This one will take a couple more moments. Actually, that was pretty quick as well. There we go. We will go on to another website here. Let's actually go to, I want to change this up. Go to PetSmart. It's for Black Friday. I was looking up a whole bunch of fish tanks and whatnot. Again, super duper fast. Not bad, but definitely not as fast, again, as you would expect as the iPad. Especially now with the M2 processor in it, it's insane. I mean, even the base model iPad, the iPad 9 is super fast. Go ahead and hit fish. That is my favorite animal. Still have sales going on. I find it always funny how you'll get emails saying like, this sale is about to end. Buy it now. And then like the next day and the next day and the next day, it's still on sale. We have extended it. So there we go. This doesn't really zoom in or anything unless you hit this. There we go. We can hit someone's picture. I went too far. There we go. There we go. All right, let's get out of the internet speed here. Let's go into Roblox. This is pretty easy for these to load into. It's not the most graphical of games. This always asks you if you want to go into game mode. You can toggle that off to where it does not ask you that. Let's see, and then we will go into Royal High here, and we'll do a little bit of a see how they do. So of course that iPad is going to be able to do pretty much any game in, well, you'll be able to do any game in the highest graphics. Whereas this, I can get it actually into, even on real high, about half. So do Sunset Island, which I always like to do. Let that load in. Move the iPad out of the way so I don't hurt it. Smack it against the wall. Move this on over here. We're not going to do speaker test with this because Roblox is really bad with any sort of music playing from their games. Boat ride is always seems to be a bit choppy. Alright, let's get on out of that. So even this might be a little bit too high. It is definitely, the frame rate's not too great. Let's go ahead and turn it down all the way. And then it gets a lot better. One thing I do want to note, if you use, at least in my experience, using the non-plus version of the HD10, trying to play this game, it just kicks you out of it very, very quickly. Turn it down all the way. It is a lot better of an experience. Again, this is on those graphics, but you're still able to play the game. And for a $180 device that goes on sale all the time, being able to do Royal High this well is not a bad thing as I get stuck on Coral. All right, then we'll go on to the iPad, which again, you expect to be better. And of course it is going to be better. And it is again huge, 12.9 inches is quite big. We are in max graphics. Go on here, go on the Sunset Island. Let this load on in. And then once it loads in, of course now it's nighttime. Hopefully y'all can still see it okay. There we go. Again, this is max graphics and it is incredibly smooth. Fire looks amazing, waterfall looks really good, my sparkliness is good. Emily looks good. Sneaking up on us there. I mean, there's no frame rate issues at all. Again, you have basically a laptop or a computer's processor in this iPad. You really should not be having any issues. I mean, this has a better processor than my dad's newer Mac Mini, which has an M1 processor in it. Pretty insane. Alright, so then the speaker test here on the HD10. Speaker is up all the way, doing 20-second mark of this song. 2 speakers. Turn that around.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna.
Alright, so that is the HD10. It does sound pretty good, especially for a 10-inch device. But again, we'll compare it here to the iPad M2. Volume is up all the way. So if this has 4 speakers here, 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 and here. So same song. Now we're at the 19-second mark.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never...
So, of course, the iPad, again, wins. Quad speakers, a lot bigger device. Usually means it's going to win versus a smaller device with dual speakers, stereo speakers, dual speakers. And, yeah, I mean, it just, of course, going to win. But this still does sound good. It gets nice and loud. It gets loud enough. You can enjoy shows and videos and stuff on it just fine. Just, of course, the iPad will get louder. Again, you should expect that. Expense is bigger and a lot more expensive here. So let's go back into the everything we have already opened and see how they do with reloading. So of course, iPad is good. Amazon is going to reload, which is actually kind of surprising with its 4 gigabytes of RAM. Now we do have Roblox still open, which is probably why that is. Over here to Roblox on there. There we go. So that's actually good. Then go back to YouTube. There's only a few different things we have open this time. Yep, there you go. So it did not reload. So for some reason it reloaded the internet or the web browser. Yeah, y'all let me know what you think though. I mean, iPad is definitely going to be better overall, but I mean, for not even $200, especially when it goes on sale, I still think the Amazon is a steal of a deal. If you don't want to spend a lot of money on a tablet, you do not need the fastest thing. But you all let me know what you think. I really do like both these devices. So, as always, guys, I appreciate you all watching. Hope you have a good one. See you next time. Goodbye.